Good afternoon and welcome to Ask Angelika, Season 3, Episode 32. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Stephen.
Right, okay. Now, as normal, I've given the game away by putting the picture on the screen, but where are we going today and how do we pronounce it?
Well, we're going to a place in Germany which begins with X because we've almost made our way through the whole alphabet. And this place is called Xanten.
Xanten.
Xanten. Xanten.
Oh, we tried this before, and my pronunciation is going to be close, possibly. Okay, so we'll take that down off the screen. Now, the way this works is Angelika's put together 9 sentences about Xanten, and I'm going to read them. Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then we'll translate them into English. So these are all phrases about Xanten. So without further ado, welcome to the show. And this is Ask Angelika Visits Xanten. Okay. Right. Phrase 1 then. Xanten ist die einzige deutsche Stadt, deren Name mit X beginnt. Tell me what it should read.
Now you are pretty close. You just did the letter. So Xanten ist die einzige deutsche Stadt, deren Name mit X beginnt.
X.
Yeah.
X. Okay. Xanten is the only German town whose name begins with an X.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we had to go to Xanten.
Right. Okay. And the photograph behind me is of Xanten, and looks like a very interesting place. Let's learn more about it. So, translation of phrase 1 is Xanten is the only German town whose name begins with X. Let's learn a little bit more. Phrase 2. Xanten liegt nahe der Grenze zu den Niederlanden in Nordrhein-Westfalen.
Westfalen. Xanten liegt nahe der Grenze zu den Niederlanden in Nordrhein-Westfalen.
Xanten lies. Was ist Grenze?
Grenze is the border.
Okay. And welcome to everybody watching live. If you want to play along, you can read the sentence in German. Nobody will understand what you're saying because we can't hear you. Xanten, so you in the neighborhood of North Rhine-Westphalia. Can you translate it for me, please? Or I can go to the translation.
Right, Nordrhein-Westfalen is North Rhine-Westphalia. And the Niederlande is the Netherlands. And I just said Grenze is the border. So Xanten is near the border to the Netherlands in North Rhine-Westphalia.
Which is what you actually wrote as the translation. Good. Okay. Right, phrase 3. Phrase 3. Die Stadt ist Teil der Jakobswegs des Camino de Santiago.
Yeah, so it's technically not all German in there.
Well, no.
Die Stadt ist Teil des Jakobswegs des Camino de Santiago.
Right, close thing. The town is part of the Jacob's Way, the path.
No, St. James Way.
St. James Way.
Jakobsweg, yeah. And Camino de Santiago, that has to stay, of course, in the original language.
A pilgrimage.
Yeah.
So it's on the route of the pilgrimage, and the translation is the town is part of the St. James Way, the Camino de Santiago. Okay, phrase 4. And let's bring that up on screen. Sie spielt in der Nibelungensage, eine Rolle als Heimat des tapferen, Helden Siegfried.
Ja, sie spielt in der Nibelungensage eine Rolle als Heimat des tapferen Helden Siegfried.
It plays in the Nibelungs story.
Yeah, it's the saga of the Nibelungs.
Right, Saga of the Nibelung, a role as the home of the tapferen.
Yeah, tapfer is brave.
Ah, right.
And Held is a hero.
The hero, Siegfried the Brave.
Siegfried, the brave hero, Siegfried, yeah. Okay, I have to say, I've actually never read or watched on TV or listened by Richard Wagner the Ring of the Nibelungs or anything like this, so I can't tell you much about it.
Well, it's quite a large work, isn't it? I mean, they have a festival which centers around it, and I've seen parts of it. I don't think I've sat through the entire performance, though.
But the hero in the story is Siegfried, and he comes from Xanten. So
it plays a role in the Saga of the Nibelungs as the home of brave hero Siegfried. Press 5. Die Römer errichteten 13. Why is the dash? 1312, wo Christus ein Militärlager. Now, what's that? What should that read?
Bis. Die Römer errichteten 13 bis 12 vor Christus ein Militärlager.
Was ist Römer?
Römer? Are the Romans.
Right. The Romans lived there from the 13th to the 12th century before Christ. And they had a military, but the Romans had a military base there in the 13th and 12th century before Christ.
I'm not sure about the 12th century. I think it's just 12 or 13 years because the text didn't have it. Errichten is to build, and they built a military camp there. What I find confusing is the 13 to 12 because it's the wrong way around, isn't it?
So you are descending towards
the birth of Christ. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So translation is the Romans built a military camp around 13 to 12 BC. Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't 1300 BC, exactly. 13 BC. Right. Okay. Phrase 6. Die alte Siedlung wurde zerstört.
That's part of the sentence. I didn't want you to have a really, really long one. So, die alte Siedlung wurde zerstört.
It's okay. I'm just trying to get rid of something's annoying me, and I do apologize for this. It's that message. Okay. Oh. Right. So, sorry about that, Angelika. So, we're now on to phrase 5.
We had die alte Siedlung wurde zerstört. That was the last bit.
Right. Okay. So phrase 6. Die alte Siedlung wurde zerstört, and I got to translate that. The old. No.
Settlement.
Settlement. Okay, it's not a word you use every day, is it? Really?
No.
Would have been, was?
Was, yeah, what?
I have no idea.
Destroyed.
Okay, and this week I'm way off because the words are totally unfamiliar. The old settlement was destroyed. So phrase 7, which is continuation of 6. Und auf dem gleichen Gebiet bauten sie die neue Stadt.
Und auf dem gleichen Gebiet bauten sie die neue Stadt. So this "the" is they, as in the Romans. So it's still history.
Okay. So the Romans built the new town on the site of the Gebiet?
Well, that just on the same area. So the old settlement was destroyed, and in the same area they built the new town.
Phrase 8, and in the sorry, phrase 7 translated, and in the same area they built the new town. Phrase 8. Seitdem heißt es die Kolonie Opia Traiana, bekannt als. No, we discussed this earlier this morning. Is it CUT or cut?
I don't know, because I was reading the text, and so therefore I don't know CUT if it gets initialized, or cut if they actually say it as a word, and I don't know.
And I'm to clue. So,
well, there's a bit of Latin in there again. Well, not again, but there is a foreign language, shall I say. So seitdem is since then. It's been called Colonia Ulpia Traiana, known as, and I don't know how we would say it in English either. Is it CUT? I guess so.
Okay. And translation
you've got behind you.
Translation of phrase 8. Since then, it's been called the Colonia Ulpia Traiana, known as cut. Okay.
And that's what we have behind you.
It is, yeah. And Xanten ist seit 2006 die Partnerstadt von Salisbury.
Yeah, I had to put that in, really.
You did.
Xanten ist seit 2006 die Partnerstadt von Salisbury.
Since 2006, Xanten has been the twinning partner of Salisbury, which is not too far from where we are.
Exactly. And I thought with all the history we had, we need to have something more closer to our time at the moment.
Yeah. Xanten has been Salisbury's twin city since 2006. Okay, yeah, you know, that in terms of difficulty was one of the hardest for a while because it was historical terms and not everyday terms. And that's why I was at times actually flummoxed by it. Okay, let's rewind, and this time we'll get the sentences read in perfect German and the English sentences, translations in almost perfect English. Angelika, it's perfect over to you. Hang on, sorry.
Oh.
Right, go there. Okay.
Oh, that looks better. Xanten ist die einzige deutsche Stadt, deren Name mit X beginnt.
Okay, the translation is Xanten is the only German town whose name begins with X.
Xanten liegt nahe der Grenze zu den Niederlanden in Nordrhein-Westfalen.
Xanten is near the border of the Netherlands in North Rhine-Westphalia. Phrase 3.
Die Stadt ist Teil des Jakobswegs, des Camino de Santiago.
The town is part of St. James Way, the Camino de Santiago. If I scroll down a bit, I should be able to get that one. Okay, phrase 4.
Sie spielt in der Nibelungensage eine Rolle als Heimat des tapferen Helden Siegfried.
Okay, which translates to it plays a role in the saga of the Nibelungs as the home of the brave hero Siegfried.
Die Römer errichteten 13 bis 12 vor Christus ein Militärlager.
The Romans built a military camp around 13 to 12 BC.
Die alte Siedlung wurde zerstört.
The old settlement was destroyed.
Und auf dem gleichen Gebiet bauten sie die neue Stadt.
And in the same area they built the new town.
Seitdem heißt es die Colonia Ulpia Traiana, bekannt als CUT.
Since then, it's been called the Colonia Ulpia Traiana, also known as CUT. Yeah.
Xanten ist seit 2006 die Partnerstadt von Salisbury.
And the final translation for today. Xanten has been Salisbury's twin city since...
Twin town.
Twin town. Since 2006. Well, Salisbury is a city because it's got a cathedral.
Yeah. And they both have a lot of history, so it sounds like a good match.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've been to the cathedral. We should go again.
Oh, no. We can't go anywhere.
Well, no, that's true. We shouldn't, and we won't. We're good. We're doing what we should do. Right. All is good. Are you working on? Have you been released a new book this week at all?
I haven't got a copy yet, so I can't show it. I've released a new colouring book, so not for adults, for young children who want to learn a couple of German words as well. But it's only just on life, and I haven't even got my own copy yet.
Is it full of insects?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and we're joined by Peter Stewart, and Peter Stewart saying, "Wie geht's? Alles geht gut, danke."
Yeah, uns geht's gut.
So thank you to everybody who's watched today and who catches the replay. You'll find this on Angelika's YouTube channel later today if you want to watch from the beginning. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Do you know where we're going in 2 weeks' time, Angelika?
I know where we're going in 2 weeks' time.
But you're not
I'm
going to
not
tell me,
saying though, because actually, you know, Xanten was the only German town whose name begins with X. There is no town that begins with Y. But I found a place that begins with Y. So we'll talk about that one in 2 weeks' time, not in 2 years' time.
Would you like to say goodbye for today, Angelika?
Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as far as I know, it's just for me.
It's for me. Yes, we did say insects, Peter. Yes, you can sponsor the book if you want. Okay, take care. We'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.